Guess what? It's File Folder Friday. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. We're going to use just one file folder to make today's craft. Stay tuned. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending some of your time with me. You could be doing anything else right now. There are probably a whole bunch of other things on your to-do list, but you're here with me right now, and I thank you. It's File Folder Friday, so y'all know what that means. We're going to take a file folder and turn it into a beautiful craft. Today's craft is going to be one of those that's so useful and so needed any time of the year. So I'll flip to my overhead camera in just a minute, but before I do, make sure that you join me tomorrow, Saturday, July 27th, as I roll out an amazing, absolutely amazing makeover of a 3-ring binder. We're going to turn it into something so purposeful, but it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So if you have some of those plain old 3-ring binders, tomorrow's video is for you, Saturday, July 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. But y'all, in the meantime, I am going to flip to my overhead camera because it's File Folder Friday and we need to do this. And these are the file folders that I'm working with today. They were part of that Walmart haul. If you haven't seen that video, I will have it linked in the description box below. But you got 9 in the pack. These are beautiful decorative file folders, and that means that they really lend themselves to being used in our paper crafting to create an awesome craft. And today we're going to be making something that we always need. Just because we're using a file folder doesn't mean that we have to do an elaborate craft of folding here, folding there, adding tucks, adding pockets. We don't have to do that all the time. We do it some of the time. But sometimes we're going to make something that we just happen to need on occasion. And here is what we're going to be making. It's something we always need. A box for this or that. This one, when finished, measures 7.5 by 5, and it's going to be 2 inches deep. We have a fold in here at the top. Y'all, it's a gorgeous little box. It's nothing over the top special, but it is one of those things that we always find ourselves needing. A box like this is perfect for gifting socks, soaps, candles, cards, a whole bunch of different things. And the beauty of it is you can make these using a file folder, one file folder. So here's what I'm going to be using on today's project. One file folder, a piece of background foiled paper, and a cut apart. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and with my file folder folded, I am going to cut this down to 8 inches. And if you don't have a file folder, that's okay. Cut one piece at 8.5 by 11.5, and then cut one piece at 8 by 11.5, and then you can join the two together, because what I have here is a piece that is 16 by 11.5. That's what you want to end up with. So now I'm going to take this part of my scoreboard trimmer and I'm going to flip it over to the scoreboard portion of it, and that'll give me that raised lip, which means that when I take my item, I just need to butt it against this part here. It'll stop it, and it has it in position for me to score. So the first score that I'm going to make is I'm going to make a score at 1 and at 3. Then I'm going to rotate it to the opposite side. I'll make a score at 1 and a score at 6. Then I'll turn it to my 11.5 inch side, and I'm going to score at 2 as far as I can go. Then we'll flip it like this, and I'll score at 2 to meet that original 2-inch score. Then I'm going to take it and flip it this way to the opposite 11.5 inch side, so that 2-inch score is now over here. We'll score at 2 again. And then I'll flip it. And we'll score at 2 to meet that original 2-inch score mark. Y'all, that is all of the scoring that we need to do. Now we need to fold and burnish our scores. And if you're finding these file folder crafts helpful, please leave me a comment and let me know that, and I will continue to try to come up with even more for us to be able to use the file folders that some of us have made an investment in. All right, so I have all of my scores folded and burnished. Right here in the middle, I am going to free these tabs. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'll go up to the score mark and drag straight down the middle. And then I'll angle on one side only, and that is the inside. And then I'll do the same thing over here. We'll angle because we want it to look like that. Now I'm going to reduce it. Then let's rotate to this side, do the same thing, go up to the score mark and cut straight down the middle. I'll angle, do the same thing here, straight down the middle and angle. And now I will reduce that. Then here on this end, we're going to have one 1-inch fold. That is going to be the front of the box. So here at the top, I am going to angle on both sides of my score mark. Then I'll take my tape runner and I am just going to add some tape on the center flap. And let's fold over and get that stuck. So this is how my piece looks so far. I'm going to turn it this way. We're going to go to the second score mark and cut straight down the middle here. So I'll go to that second score mark, cut straight down the middle like this. We'll do the same thing over here. Now, these flaps here, we can remove them or we can fold them over. I'm going to fold mine over. So to make sure that they're not hitting the score mark, I am just going to angle like this on both sides. So angle here and angle here to remove a portion. That way when I fold over, it's now resting inside of this panel. So let's take some tape. And I can use my tape runner to put these flaps down, but I will use glue to adhere the whole box together because I don't really know what's going to go in here, and whenever I'm making a box, I simply prefer to use glue instead of tape to hold the box together because my glue is actually firmer than the tape and it will carry more weight than the tape might. So that's just my personal choice, but I do get a lot of questions asking me, why do I use glue versus tape? Anytime that I'm making something that might carry some weight, I make sure that I am putting it together using glue and not my tape. So now we're going to bring in our glue. I'm going to add my glue right here. We'll take this piece that still has this folding flap and we're going to join it to that tab on which we just placed our glue. So now I can open it. I'll go on the inside. We'll get it stuck. And then I'll do the same thing here. take this piece, and basically we're lining it up with the bottom. We're just getting that nice and even. I can go on the inside, get that stuck. So now we're going to take the side pieces and glue them to the box like this. But before I do, I'm just going to angle here and here on these tabs just a little bit. So now we can take our glue, place my glue on here. Let's just bend this back out of the way. I can take this piece, fold it over, and then I'll go in with my big old spatula and get that nice and stuck. And we do the same thing over here. So I'm going to take my glue, place my glue on this piece, fold it over, then I can go in on the inside and get it nice and stuck. And if you find that you have any hanging over the base, just take your scissors and trim it away. So now we have our box. I am going to take my scissors and round these ends just a little bit. It'll just help that to go in easier. So now I can fold this in. And y'all, we have another beautiful box. It's not magic. It is really that easy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape and this piece of cut apart, add some tape to the back. Place it down here. And then I'm just going to trim. And now I'll take my tape runner, add some tape to the back here. We're going to take this piece. It says, "Today I choose joy." And we're going to place it right there. And so y'all, we have another beautiful box made using a file folder, 7.5 by 5 by 2. This is a nice size box that can hold so much. Look at the inside of our box. We have plenty of space in here. Like I said, soaps, socks, candles, candies, cards. If you need a box in a hurry and you only have a file folder, whether it's decorative or not, go ahead and grab that file folder and turn it into this beautiful, beautiful box. So I have brought the first one back in so that you can see just how beautiful these boxes are. If you're planning an event and you want to give a little something to someone, this is a great way to do it. A very low cost way to do it. You don't have to run to the store and buy the container because you can make the container. So I hope that you have enjoyed this really fun, quick and easy File Folder Friday craft. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all, this is what we do all day, every day on this channel. So if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, y'all, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.